Hi, I'm Grace from Weddingserv. Come with me as we share the stories that make our vendors truly special, only on Weddingserv Vendor Spotlight. We have joining us today Kanako from L'Atelier K, a super multi-talented lady with a passion in perfumery, fashion, beauty, just to name a few. And she's turning all those interests to become an image and beauty consultant. Welcome, Kanako.
Hello, Grace. Great to see you here.
Now tell me, Kanako, what made you decide to be an image consultant?
Okay, I will try cutting the long story short. Where I was in the perfume industry, so I was a trained perfumer. And when the industry had a challenging time, I had to make a choice whether I should stay in the industry or I should start something else. So when I asked myself the question, what I want to do, if not perfumery, then of course as a career, I wanted to do something that I really love and I have a passion. So thinking through this, I suddenly recalled my experience with a color consultant. I think it was called color consultant or color analyst in Japan, who was my mother's friend. So it was in trend in Japan to go for color analysis. It was early 1990s. And I went to see my mother's friends to do the analysis with the draping. So I can vividly remember the moment and excitement. And I thought, okay, this is the career that I should pursue next. So this is how I jumped in this career. Of course, after that, it's a much longer story. So I cut it short, but this is a starting point of my image consulting career.
But what was it about color analysis that excites you?
Okay, so it's just a different color of fabrics that my mother's friend used to flip and then compare which color works. But it really made a huge difference in how the skin tone look, how the person looks maybe happier or a little bit tired, or all these changes happened just because of the fabric color. So that was a really exciting moment. And I think I am quite a visual person. So that is one of the reasons why I was very impressed and interested in it.
Excellent. So, can you tell me a little bit more about what is a color analysis?
So the color analysis is basically finding the best palette for individuals that makes you look great or maybe most flattering or most confident. So we have different type of the tools how to analyze the colors and how to determine. So the most common and traditional the scheme, it is a four color season, spring, summer, winter, autumn, and each color season has a specific characteristic. For example, warm color, cool colors, or bright color, or deep color, and so on. So when we do a color analysis, so the same I just mentioned, using the color fabric to flip and compare so that we can figure out which color palette is the best for the person. But of course, this is a very objective analysis. You know, you can see the skin colors or hair colors and feature. But also at the same time, it is depending on your preference and also your career, lifestyle, even including voice tone, behavior. So a lot of elements involved. So this is I found it very multidimensional analysis. And so this is one of the most, what I like the most in the service I do.
Wow, that sounds a lot more intense than I thought. It just goes beyond simply matching of color tone, but it matches quite a number of factors that bring out the best in a person. So you also have a service called Bodyline Analyzer. What does that mean?
So body line analysis is okay. You can imagine, Grace, when you go shopping, and you know which color works very good for you. But then it's not only that when we pick dresses, right? There is the cutting of the clothes, materials and the details. So body line analysis, we touch on the most common and the big picture. You can talk about body shape. You know, we have, I'm sure you have heard of like hourglass body shape, round, or rectangle, inverted triangle, and so on. So we look at people's, my clients, the structure of the body, and also about the height, about the body feature, like if you have bony body or you have rather fleshy body, or which part of the body you like the most, or you are a little annoyed, so that we can come up with enhancing and camouflaging technique so that we can make the best choice for the cutting of the clothes.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. How have these services improved your clients' branding?
So when it comes to branding, I think number one is a confidence that you can really carry out visually, because when you see yourself the best or the most flattering, your confidence level definitely go up. And also the way we speak, the way we express ourselves, the facial expression of body, that will be synchronized to the visual and also internal. So it is very important part of branding, the personal branding.
Does it really help to have this service as part of someone's personal or professional projection?
Yes, definitely. Because, yeah, of course, there are people who are naturally confident. And it may be very funny that I say this, but I found the color analysis very important, body line analysis also very useful. But the end of the day, I think we can also carry ourselves with our attitude. But not everyone has got such like confidence or maybe just certainty in themselves. So if you feel, if professional, they feel a little lost, that, oh, I don't know which look make me look the best, or simply every day in the morning, busy professional, open the wardrobe, and no, nothing make you feel that, okay, I look very professional today and I feel very, very good to go to work. But if you have some knowledge about the colors and the body line and you know how to shop, then actually it will help your career life and makes the life much easier as well.
Okay. Tell me some of the, specifically for weddings, what are some of the consideration that brides should be looking for when looking for their perfect gown and evening wear?
Right. I think a lot of brides, they already have some idea of their so-called dream gown. And when they go to the bridal studio, and they may realize that, okay, there are actually many, many options than even they thought, and also details. So, for example, let's talk about the gown, the white, colors. But white has got many different options. Some white is really, really bright, and white it almost looks like grayish bleached white, to some soft white, and also coming to material, stiff fabric, more flowy fabric. So there are all options. So when you have a color analysis and also body line analysis, color analysis done, then you can make the choice much easier and faster. And when it comes to the cutting of the dress, when you try the dress and feel, I love this dress, but something is not really working well.
Right.
So now the body line analysis knowledge helps you. Oh, maybe the waistline was a little bit too low. or it is better to have the V cut instead of the boat neck. So all these, with the knowledge, you can make a faster decision so that you will save time and probably save money as well because you will not do the wrong shopping.
But what happens if a bride loves a specific style and, but that style doesn't really flatter her? How do you marry that to what she
Right.
wants?
So I think it is very, very important for the bride to that they make a choice of what they love because it's a once in a lifetime event, right?
Yeah.
Especially for brides.
That's right.
So they can go for it. Why not? But if there are any options or maybe change the small details, that is what I mentioned, like neckline or even the sleeve, the thickness of the strap, wider or narrower. So all these small change will make some difference. So that is why this service is quite helpful unless you perfectly know your body and what works the best for you.
Okay, so there's some consolation in that. They can still have their perfect dress and they just need to amend a little bit here and there. And they can still have their dream dress, basically.
Yes, that's right. And I think in a Weddingserv, our vendors can also help to alter, right? If
That's
I
right.
understand.
Yes.
So I
Zion
think
Creation, K-Gown, they can both alter. So K-Gown is more for the rental side and Zion is more for the custom side.
right.
So
That-
why do brides go with your service?
So this is what I explained, all these reasons that especially busy professionals who may not have enough time to spend long time or many visit to the studio
Right.
to make the dress selections, including the evening gowns. So when you know, okay, this works best for me, this is to be avoided, then they can make much faster decision. And also the good thing is, even after the wedding, they can still use this knowledge about the colors and body line for their day-to-day professional clothes as well as social clothes as well.
Excellent. And what have the feedback been after the session?
So after the session, typically my clients say that, oh, I didn't know. Wow, there's so much to it. How to choose and how to adjust if they can. Maybe wearing a belt or how to combine the colors to make the best effect. It is really maybe more than what people think. It is not really superficial, but a lot of useful and practical knowledge that you can gain from color analysis and also body line analysis.
Wow, excellent. It's been so much fun talking about, colors and styles. So thank you for your time, Kanako. And, I hope that people will have a deeper understanding of what this service is all about. And thank you for helping us to go in depth into it. Okay.
Thank you very much for your time too, Grace.
To connect with Weddingserv vendors, go to weddingserv.com and look for a specific vendor that you wish to chat with. Click on the chat icon of the vendor and log in with your Weddingserv registered email or register online. Confirm your brief requirements and schedule an appointment for detailed discussion.